I was born on the south side of Chicago, but we moved around quite a bit when I was young, so it was always difficult to make new friends and new communities. One thing I always dreamed of, a place where young adults could have access to resources, access to mentorship, and access to care.
Passion first, put it first, ayy. Passion first, put it first, ayy. We gon' be needing each other just to get this right, ayy. Put it first, ayy. Passion first, put it first, ayy.
Hello, my name is Thais. I'm 20 years old, I'm from Brazil, and I am a young ambassador of YourPassion1st program. This program really changed my life and my vision of my career. I always dreamed to be a singer, but here in Brazil, pursuing this artist career is really hard. We don't have much opportunities and people wanting to help or teach you how to do the job, how to make it for a living. This is something that is really gonna help me for life. I knew that this is not just making a difference in my life, but for many people all over the world.
It's your boy Cleveland Clark, and my passion is entertainment. So I'm guessing, along the course of time, you understand how much creative expression is important to you.
Yes.
So just give us a little bit of insight behind like how you come up with a concept and how you visualize it and able to put it on the wall like this.
Oh man, yeah, let me try to summarize it real quick. How I come up with a concept, in a nutshell, context is everything. You gotta place the right images in the right areas where people that live around it will feel it.
I think music is my main thing. That's what I love. Your music really have somebody that's going to kill themselves and not killing themselves. And I want people to feel my pain where I come from.
I think my biggest lesson from this program was that taking risks is only scary at the start, and then once you do it the first time, it becomes a lot easier to take that risk again. So my biggest lesson to myself is do not hesitate. You're gonna feel the fear, but you're gonna get past it, and then you're gonna be very impressed with yourself.
To me, following your passion first is to do something that fulfills you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sumaya Joseph and I am a YourPassion1st Young Ambassador from South Africa. And writing is my first passion. To me, art is an expression of who we are and a reflection of our lived and perceived experiences. It is also a form of healing and a form of therapy. YourPassion1st has helped me achieve my goal in so many ways, and I am so thankful for your support and for your guidance. At the beginning of this program, we were told that at the end we would have produced something that we can be proud of, and I am so happy to announce that I have completed my first draft of my first book.
By encouraging other people to be themselves, you build a more distinctive community that can be able to combat these more complex problems. Now we can be more specific and work around gun violence, open-air drug marketing trade. So my name is YourPassion1st, and I'm a freelance artist, and I do a plethora of things from mural designing, from acting / modeling. I was at the coffee shop, and that was the first time I met Chris Thomas from YourPassion1st. He came up, he tapped me from behind, he was like, "Hey, yo man, that's pretty dope." And I was honestly surprised. I never really experienced somebody walking up behind me and actually interested in my art. So we got into this quick conversation about what I was doing and what I was passionate about. I didn't know what to really expect because, again, me and we're just meeting. I'm still trying to get myself together and what things in my life meant to me. So during the time, he helped me adjust and had me understand what is and what isn't, and had me mature a little bit more on things that I intended to achieve. I also did win the first pitch competition, so I'm the first pitch competition winner. That definitely boosted my morale and the motivation on what I can and can't do in life, and that actually catapulted me into like a whole other thing of like understanding what it meant to be an artist and actually going about and helping the community understand in order for me to be a true artist, I need to make sure that the community is taken care of, because the things that impacted me and how I tell my story, there are probably like 4 or 5 people out there who have the same experiences as me, maybe in a different time, maybe in a different setting, but the whole community has the same message that they all need their story told.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Jala, how you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I would like to welcome everyone to Your Passion First 2022 showcase. I am Cleveland Clark.
And I'm Jala Bowers.
Olá, bom dia, bom dia, bom dia. Eu queria primeiro dizer bem-vindo a todos para a apresentação de 2022 do YourPassion1st. Eu sou Cleveland Clark, eu sou Jala Bauer, and
I would like to thank everyone for tuning in today. This is like our year-end closeout event where we really get to showcase everything we've been doing this year, and I want to let y'all know it's a lot.
Really, we've been working hard this year.
Absolutely, working hard. A lot of different areas, a lot of different projects, and today is the culmination of all of that. So I hope y'all ready.
hoje nós vamos mostrar para você assim tudo que a gente tem feito nesse ano. Esse não é o nosso fechamento. Vou mostrar para vocês o que a gente tem feito esse ano. A gente trabalhou muito duro em tudo isso e hoje vocês vão ver a combinação de todo esse trabalho, todos esses diferentes projetos, e eu espero que vocês estejam prontos.
Really quick, before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to Crystal Dyer and Gone Again Travel. Y'all, they gave us this dope opportunity to host this event at their facility. Big shout out to them and everything that they have going on. They take kids from inner cities over to Africa. It's dope, y'all. Y'all just got to tap in with them, see what they got going on.
E eu queria também dar um grande agradecimento a os nossos parceiros que deixaram a gente fazer a nossa apresentação nas dependências deles. Então, eu sei que está acontecendo bastante coisa, eu sei que eles têm muito acontecendo, muito rolando, mas mesmo assim eles deram uma ótima oportunidade para a gente. Então, um grande agradecimento, um grande abraço para eles.
Yep. And throughout the few years, we've been with involvement with people from Brazil and South Africa.
Então, nos últimos anos, a gente tem desenvolvido projetos também junto com as pessoas do Brasil e da África do Sul.
With that being said, shout out to Vanessa, shout out to Ricardo. Appreciate y'all.
E mais uma coisa, obrigado, quero agradecer a Vanessa, quero agradecer o Ricardo. Um abraço para vocês, gente.
All right, y'all ready to get the show started?
A gente vai começar o show agora. Bora lá.
Absolutely, let's get into it. Quick question: Is there a Chris Thomas in the building? By chance, is there a Chris Thomas in the building?
Só uma pergunta: tem algum Chris Thomas aqui?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Let's go. Let's go. What's up with it? How you doing, man?
Chilling.
Boa, vamos lá. E aí, como é que tá? De boa.
Can you hear me?
Só checando o microfone aqui, vocês conseguem me ouvir?
How you doing, Clay?
Good, man. Chilling, living life.
Man, it's been a year, y'all. I'm so thankful. We got a couple of our young adults here. I'm going to introduce some other people, some of our other young adults. I have learned as much as they have this year. Let's just say that.
Bom, tem sido já faz um ano, sim, e eu tô muito agradecido que a gente tem algum dos nossos jovens adultos aqui. Nós temos vários jovens adultos aqui. Eu vou apresentar mais algumas outras pessoas e com alguns dos nossos participantes eu aprendi tanto quanto eles esse ano.
Putting your passion first isn't something you just do. It's a way of life. It's a way of thinking. It's a mindset.
Colocar a sua paixão em primeiro lugar não é só uma coisa que você faz, sabe? É um jeito de vida, é uma maneira de pensar, é um estado de mente, é um estado mental mesmo.
And these young ladies here have done just that. In addition to our mentors, our volunteers, some of our other young adults, they've changed their mindset about the way that they create value for themselves.
E essas moças aqui fizeram exatamente isso, junto com os nossos mentores, os voluntários, e outros dos nossos jovens adultos também. Eles mudaram a sua maneira de pensar e a maneira que eles criam valores para si mesmo.
There's a lot of our young adults, not just here in the city of Chicago, but across the globe, that are struggling with issues around depression, suicide, violence. And I firmly, wholeheartedly believe that putting your passion first is something that I heard a plane or a train or an automobile that can alleviate that in our communities.
Tem muitos jovens adultos, não só aqui em Chicago, mas por todo o mundo, que estão aí lutando contra a depressão, o suicídio, a violência, e eu acredito de todo o coração, de verdade, que colocando a paixão deles em primeiro lugar, pode ajudar nessa luta, pode aliviar isso nas comunidades.
The more that we create opportunities around the things that we love and value, the more that we can change the way that we value ourselves and thereby helping our communities.
Quanto mais nós criamos oportunidades sobre as coisas que nós amamos e damos valor, mais a gente pode mudar a maneira que nós nos valorizamos e até mesmo assim ajudar a nossa comunidade.
I'm going to introduce these young ladies, and then I want to bring on a couple of our mentors and our program directors that have done an amazing job. This is Janaya, and this is Zai. Say a little bit about yourself, ladies.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I'm Janaya Blunt. I'm 20 years old. I'm a violinist, and right now I'm attending here at Washington Community College. I just graduated from Shy Arts, majoring in music not too long ago. So I've been working with my music, networking and traveling and recording. And now I'm working with YourPassion1st. And they allowed me to pop up with my business, which is amazing. They have many opportunities for the community, feeding the community, clothing the community, bringing people together, giving opportunities like job opportunities, traveling opportunities, and it just really opens lots of doors, once you get out there and see who you can communicate and network with. So I love this program a lot.
Such a precise communicator.
Okay. Right, I'm over it.
Sorry, Ricardo. Go ahead and translate the best you can.
Eu vou primeiro apresentar então as moças aqui. Eu tenho I got a little something we might need you to repeat or something, but
just a second. I would just like you to remember that we need pauses so we can translate. So if you can cut your discourses in shorter bits and just give us time so we can we don't have to remember the whole 3 minutes. It really would help a lot.
Yes, absolutely. My apologies.
No, it's okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, cool.
I love the way that this program not only brings people together, but it brings opportunities, for other people in the community to start to lend a hand. So, when we come out and we come together, we open more doors for opportunities to feed, clothe, and bring the community together. So that's my gist. We bring opportunities to bring people together, feed the community, clothe the community, and bring people together. That's the gist.
Eu amo como esse programa. Eu amo como esse programa não só traz as pessoas, junta as pessoas, mas também traz oportunidades para você, conhecer outras pessoas na comunidade que você vive, tudo. E sabe, quando a gente sai e se junta para abrir mais portas com essas atividades, sabe, a gente traz essa comunidade para perto, a gente junta essa comunidade, sabe? Então, trazer essas pessoas juntos com a gente, trazer essa comunidade junto com a gente, sabe? Todo esse sentimento.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. Once again, my name is Zai. So you may know me as Zoe, but I prefer Zai. Yeah, so I am a creative writer based in Chicago. Yeah, and I've been getting more to different creative sides of myself through Your Passion First. So a lot more like graphic design, getting into a lot more networking with people who I haven't met before. So yeah, a lot of opportunities and also just the opening for me and people that I'm also in the program with.
Oi, então, meu nome é Zai. Eu sou uma escritora criativa com base criativa aqui de Chicago. Tem várias partes de mim que são muito apaixonadas por design gráfico e o programa me ajudou muito a fazer muitas conexões com outras pessoas e descobrir outras coisas que eu gosto.
Okay. So I want to introduce these young ladies here because without them, and all of us, really, there is no Your Passion First, but in terms of being a backbone for these young adults, these ladies have done just that.
Então, eu gostaria de apresentar essas moças aqui, porque sem elas, assim, todos nós, assim, não haveria o Your Passion First em termos de base mesmo para esses jovens adultos. Essas moças fizeram exatamente isso.
So Queen has been with us from the very beginning. She's a member of our advisory board, and she leads all of our efforts around mental health and mentorship. And in addition to that, she is one of the dopest rappers I've ever had the opportunity to be around.
E a Queen, ela tem estado com a gente aqui desde o começo. Ela é membro do nosso conselho e a nossa expert em saúde mental. Também, fora isso, ela é uma das melhores rappers que eu já tive a oportunidade de estar por perto, de conhecer.
Queen, you want to say a few words?
You know, I don't know what to say except for I'm happy to be here, y'all. I love what Your Passion First is about. I live my passion, and so I love working alongside other young ones that's coming up that's going to do the same.
Eu amo como o Your Passion First ele funciona, sobre o que ele é. Eu vivo a minha paixão, então eu adoro trabalhar, eu amo trabalhar para que outras pessoas consigam seguir a delas também.
And Miss Roberta Bernice Lawford in the house. Roberta is my love, number one. I am in love with this woman, and I'm honored to spend the rest of my life with her, right? But she's also our program director for Your Passion First, and in terms of helping lay some of the groundwork for what has been an amazing 2022, but is going to be an even greater 2023. She's doing all of that.
Então, agora a Roberta é um grande amor meu. Ela também é a diretora do nosso programa e ela ajuda muito com toda a organização. E agora ela ajudou a fazer um ótimo programa agora, um ótimo desenvolvimento agora em 2022 e ainda vai fazer ainda um melhor trabalho em 2023.
Roberta, want to say a couple words?
Yeah. So I started with this program this year, but I started about halfway through. And I'm telling you, I have been like wowed and impressed since the day I've joined. And I feel like, man, where the heck have I been? Why wasn't I here before? But I'm here now and I'm excited. We're planning for 23. And I am ecstatic about the young adults that are a part of this program. And I can't wait to see what next year is going to bring. Queen is crazy. What next year is going to bring with the different projects that we have set up. And I also want to kind of shout out Vanessa. Vanessa has been doing a lot for us in translating, and she's been helping a lot. So I'm like really excited about what next year is gonna bring.
Yeah, I got about 30 minutes of transcript to do this now.
Pauses. But I'll let it slide because you complimented me. So, but it's okay. Vamos lá, ó. Quer dizer algumas palavras? Eu entrei nesse programa agora, nesse ano, e, assim, meio que no meio do caminho. Desde que eu comecei, eu tô meio, tipo, super uau, por que eu nunca entrei nisso aqui? Por que eu não tava aqui desde antes, né? E eu acho que, assim, eu tô aqui, eu tô animada, quero fazer 2023 ser ainda maior, quero fazer 2023 ser ainda mais animado, mais envolvente para os nossos jovens adultos. E mal posso esperar para ver o que o próximo ano vai trazer. E também queria dar um gritão assim para a Vanessa, que tem feito um ótimo trabalho para a gente, traduzindo e está ajudando bastante. Então, agora vai dar 30 minutos só de tradução e estamos aqui.
Now, Vanessa, tell us what you really said.
And we got Julius the Man Space. We got Julius the Man Thinker Space that joined us. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Let's go. Julius has been instrumental in helping us bring. Go ahead, Vanessa.
Thank you. Então, só fizeram uma brincadeira. Vanessa, agora você fala de verdade o que você disse. Não, ninguém quer saber. E agora a gente vai falar do Julius. Julius é uma parte muito importante aqui da organização. Opa, pode traduzir? Go ahead.
Instrumental in helping us bring a new lens through festivals and engagement for our young adults. And not just the young adults in our program, but also young adults just across the globe. He's a touring DJ, travel and music community. Mikasa Holiday has just supported us from the get-go. So thank you, Julius.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll just keep it short and just say, go ahead, Vanessa, yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's always the... Então, vamos lá. Olha, o Julius, ele sempre foi uma parte instrumental, foi uma parte muito importante do nosso projeto por conta dos festivais e tudo que engloba aqui fisicamente a partir dos jovens adultos por meio do festival Mikasa Sukasa.
Well, thank you, Chris. And I just want to say I'm proud of all of the young adults and everybody who is a part of this program, because it is very difficult to not be super passionate and try to get happy long term in the world, right? That's why we're following our passion, because that passion will drive you to what you want. And it's difficult, and I'm very happy that all the young adults and everyone part of the program is putting everything they can to make it happen for themselves.
Então, primeiro eu queria agradecer, mas eu queria também falar que eu estou muito orgulhoso de todos os jovens adultos que estão aqui, porque eu sei que é muito difícil você virar e realmente colocar a sua paixão em primeiro lugar para seguir ela, no caso, né? Você tem muitas coisas que você tem que fazer e colocar de lado e simplesmente priorizar para você conseguir realmente colocar a sua paixão em primeiro lugar. E é isso que todos os jovens adultos têm feito, então eu queria falar que eu estou muito orgulhoso deles.
That was it. Nice and short. Keep the timeline going. Let's get this rocking.
Então é isso, curto e simples. Vamos deixar continuar rolando.
All right, so Zai is going to be doing awards next. Cleveland, I'll let y'all keep running the show. And I am going to be over here pulling some of these awards up. And we can just thank some people. Cool?
Então, a Zay vai começar a falar um pouquinho sobre os prêmios e eu vou ficar aqui, ali, ó, chamando, né, as pessoas que ganharam os prêmios só para agradecer as pessoas.
Bear with us, you guys. Thank you for being patient.
Então, vamos lá, gente. Obrigado pela paciência.
Oh, it's a little hard to read. Yeah, but I took that one to connect it.
All right. So you guys, I'll scroll through some of these. Some people are on site. So we'll just go through, we'll thank each person one by one.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we'd like to give a great shout out to Alejandro Hernandez.
Então, a gente vai começar falando. Algumas pessoas estão aqui, então a gente vai agradecendo uma por uma. Então, eu queria dar um grande grito, um grande abraço para o Alejandro Hernandez.
We'd like to give a shout out to Ms. Jala Bowers.
Let's go!
Da senhora Jala Bowers.
Shout out to Jatavia Jordan.
Um grito para Jatavia Jordan.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Janaya Blunt.
Let's go, Janaya!
Janaya Blunt.
Thank you to Kyla Peterson. I give a shout out to Kenya Ortiz.
Kenya Ortiz.
Give a shout out to Cayenne Harris. Thank you so much, Maria Eduardo Liana Rocha.
Um abraço para Maria Eduarda Lira Rocha.
Thank you so much, Natalia Souza. Thank you. Priscilla Prince. Pratis.
Priscilla Pratis.
Thank you, Robert Brown.
Robert Brown.
Big shout out to Ruth Santos.
Ruth Santos.
Thank you to Beatriz Francesca. Thank you, Tanisha Arnold. Great job, Mayara Rosa.
Mayara Rosa.
Shout out to Natasha Carter. Thank you, Charlene White. Shout out to Tandik I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Okay, Tandik Malandu, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Ruben Telado Ponte. Oh, thank you, Ana Martin. I cannot read. I'm so sorry. Ana Martins Montero?
Yes. Ana Martins Monteiro.
You know you were going to work on your Spanish.
Yeah. Thank you, Diana Garcia. Shout out to Jessica Lyra. Hey, Kishwan, I don't want to put it. Owen.
Kishwan Ode.
Shout out to
Marion Day.
Thank you, Raisa.
Raisa
Shout out to Ana Beatriz Nascimento.
Beatriz Nascimento.
Hey, shout out to Cleveland. Thank you, DeMonte Johnson.
DeMonte Johnson.
Shout out to India Pinker. Thank you. I'm going to start that with R&B. Minalay Gianna. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you to Keontae. Shout out to Shane Spector. Thank you, Agri Mukwena. Shout out to Christian Udu. Thank you, Dontrell Green.
Dontrell Green.
Shout out to Kayla Ballard.
Kaylin, what's up? Nina.
Thank you, Nina Marinique Lacey.
Miss you, Nina.
Shout out to Terrell Jones.
Terrell Jones.
Thank you, Julia Spade.
Julia Spades.
Shout out to
Roberta Bernice.
Shout out to Tanya Leon. Thank you to Caroline Barros. Thank you to Luciana Cancio. Shout out to Shana Williams. Shout out to Sarah Abby.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah Abby.
Shout out to Aaron Weeks.
Let's go, Aaron.
Aaron Weeks.
Thank you to Kim Marzano.
Thank you, Kim. We love you.
Kim Marzano.
Shout out to Tara Wayne.
Thank
you. Thank you, Nelly Avino.
Thank you.
Thank you to
Pratik Kumar. Yeah, good job.
Thank you, Nancy Shaw.
Nancy Shaw.
Shout out to Alina Quillen, sorry.
Thank you, Alina.
Shout out to Emanuela Samuel.
We appreciate you.
Emanuela Samuel.
And thank you to Kathy Yeh.
That's
Kathy Yeh.
Thank you. I'm trying my best not to. The rest of the Brianna, thank you. Shilpa, we love you. Thank you for editing our videos that you guys are going to see soon. Vanessa! Rebecca, we love you. JB in the house. JB.
Thank you. Just let your money.
Yes,
Thank you to Tanya Weni.
Betânia Milani.
Thank you to Fariha Harif.
Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, thank you, Dirk Soulful. Thank you, Beth Wilson. Woo! Thank you, Lucy Mora. And thank you, Armies Hudarzi. And thank you, Erika Dandara.
Erika Dandara.
And shout out to Jake Ragsdale. And thank you, Lee Ann Island.
Let's go.
Lee Ann Island.
And thank you, Thiago Scabia. I can do that.
Okay. Joelle, thank you. Aurora, you'll hear from her soon. Danielle, we appreciate you. Matupe, let's go. Yago, Brian, and Mark. So, that's a lot of people, but it takes a village, right, to keep this going, and we're excited to have all of these folks help in 2023 to really create the greatest community center around. So thank you, Zai. I appreciate you for sure.
Então, eu sei que foi bastante gente, mas é sempre uma honra ter essas pessoas perto e ajudando no desenvolvimento da organização. É sempre bom contar com essas pessoas. Então, eu agradeço e aprecio muito, muito, muito vocês.
Job.
All right, y'all. As you can see, it's a lot of us. All right. It takes like shout out to Chris. Can you hear me? We good?
Yeah, you're good, bro.
We good? Cool. I just want to piggyback off what Chris said. It takes a village. And it's a lot of us. I mean, it takes a team. And to really accomplish the task that we are trying to put forth, it takes a real big team, right? And you'll get a glimpse into that today. You know what I mean? We have some, a couple videos from our art department, our entertainment department, and our culinary. You know what I mean? But guess what? If you want to see more, 2023, just sign up. Who knows? You may get in the video. You may, find the right way to put your passion first and get paid for it. Absolutely. So if this is something that you want to do, come holler at us.
Então, seguinte, como vocês viram, tem muitos de nós, tá? E como eu vou pegar vou pegar carona no que o Chris falou, e precisa de muitos de nós realmente para fazer tudo isso acontecer. A gente coloca muito esforço nisso, e assim, você vai acabar vendo um pouquinho desse esforço hoje. Então a gente tem vídeo da galera de entretenimento, da galera de música, tem um pouquinho da culinária, mas adivinha só, isso é só uma parte. E se você quiser ver mais, tem aí as inscrições para 2023. Se você quiser fazer parte disso aí, se você quiser fazer parte disso, colocar sua paixão em primeiro lugar e ainda assim ser pago para fazer isso, se você quiser aprender e fazer parte de todo o processo, as inscrições estão aí e você é mais do que bem-vindo de fazer parte do programa com a gente.
Yeah, I think we ready for the presentation to start. What we feeling?
Então, a gente está pronto para a apresentação começar ou qual é?
You know what? Real quick, I do want to say, don't feel limited. Wherever you are, we'll work with you. This is the place to be. Trust me. Remember, in order to achieve your dreams, you got to follow your passion first. This is the place to do it. Come on, y'all.
Então, assim, o que eu quero dizer para vocês é simplesmente não se sintam limitados. Independente de onde vocês estiverem, não se sintam limitados, não se sintam presos, porque sempre vai ter alguma maneira de você colocar isso para fora e alcançar os seus sonhos. Então, é o que a gente trabalha na ONG. Para você alcançar os seus sonhos, você tem que colocar sua paixão em primeiro lugar.
Awesome.
All right, so I brought on some people from the art team, but I'd love Julius to kind of facilitate this piece of it.
I'm actually waiting for the translator.
Então, eu queria muito agradecer sobre como o Júlio ele tem feito como ele tem facilitado as situações entre uma e outra.
So this year, for the art project, we were fortunate to partner with another nonprofit called the Solar Shrine.
Então, esse ano, para o projeto de arte, nós tivemos sorte de... nós tivemos a felicidade de nos juntar com outra ONG chamada Solar Shrine.
And they built a very big structure and with the theme of Afrofuturism, and it was presented at Burning Man.
E eles criaram uma grande estrutura com o tema de afrofuturismo, e ela foi apresentada no Burning Man.
So the kids in art had the opportunity to reflect on what is Afrofuturism to me.
Então, o pessoal aqui no projeto de arte teve a oportunidade de realmente refletir em o que é o afrofuturismo para mim.
So we're going to hear from Jala and Janaya, but first let's hear from Natalia to share what the kids from Brazil reflected on this year.
Então nós vamos ouvir de todo mundo as opiniões, mesmo vamos ouvir da Natália para saber o que as crianças do Brasil, o pessoal do Brasil pensa sobre esse projeto, o que eles têm a dizer sobre isso.
Oi, gente, bom dia.
Hi guys, good morning.
Queria pedir desculpa primeiro, porque eu tô um pouquinho rouca, porque com alergia, e aí minha voz tá meio ruinzinha.
I'd like to apologize first, I'm a little hoarse, so, my voice kind of down there, it's not really where it should be.
Então, aqui no Brasil, né, as crianças, né, os young adults, pensaram em trabalhar a relação deles com a comunidade, numa mistura entre o passado, o presente e o futuro.
Então, o pessoal aqui do Brasil, né, the young adults here in Brazil, they started working in their communities and trying to connect things from the past, the present, and the future.
Eles são de uma comunidade chamada Favela da Maré, e a gente sabe que o local, realmente esses locais possuem alguns estigmas, né? Então a ideia deles também é desconstruir esse processo, essas imagens sobre o local.
They are from a community called Favela da Maré, and these places a lot of stigmas, and they're trying to get there and work on that.
E a ideia era mostrar também como eles, a partir do local deles, das vivências deles, da história deles, poderiam pensar no futuro enquanto indivíduos, né? E enquanto coletivo, enquanto comunidade.
And the idea is to get their experiences and what they think is themselves, to get it into the community, how they express themselves into the community and how they can do it.
Amazing. Natalia, we're going to say anything in specific to what the kids were thinking about is what they were essentially trying to capture within what Afrofuturism meant to them.
E Natália, a gente vai, sim, tem uma coisa a dizer em específico sobre o que o pessoal estava pensando, sobre o que é tentando capturar de dentro o que é o afrofuturismo para eles.
Eu acho que é exatamente essa relação do olhar para o passado, para a nossa história, para a nossa comunidade, e pensar como, através disso, das tecnologias que os nossos antepassados construíram, podemos pensar futuro, né? Especialmente em um local onde as pessoas acham que não existe tanta possibilidade de futuro.
We think that it is a work about looking at the things that their ancestors did, and look at it in a way of actually seeing these technologies that they created in a place where people don't really expect them to be.
E acho que, acima de tudo, também, né, mostrar a potência que esse espaço tem, que eles, enquanto jovens, também possuem.
And also, most importantly, showing them this power, that resides within and that these young adults also have.
Amazing. Beautiful. And Jala, and thank you so much, Natalia, for sharing and being here from Brazil. And for everyone that's tuning in for the very first time, that's what makes this program very special, that young adults from South Africa, USA, and Brazil get a chance to hear each other and share each other's experiences.
Eu que agradeço. Desculpa, eu fiz a tradução.
Incrível, lindo, muito obrigado mesmo por estar aqui pelo Brasil, por todos nós, assim, para quem está aqui pela primeira vez, é isso que faz esse programa ser assim tão especial, que os jovens adultos aqui da África do Sul, dos Estados Unidos, do Brasil, têm uma chance de se ouvir, de falar um com o outro e, sabe, dividir essas experiências.
Desculpa, viu? Então, queria dizer que agradecer, na verdade, né, pelo projeto, foi muito legal, e foi muito legal também trocar as ideias sobre o que é afrofuturismo em diferentes locais, né, porque para a gente talvez o afrofuturismo tivesse um processo, uma ideia, do pessoal de Chicago, por exemplo, surgiu outras questões, então foi muito legal.
So thank you, first of all. It was really cool to actually share these ideas, and actually talk to people and get different insights of what Afrofuturism may be, especially in Chicago. There were a few questions that really got us talking, really got us going.
Amazing. And so just to close it out, Jala and Janaya, if you guys could kind of sum up Afrofuturism to you, and like, since we started talking about it, what were the things that kind of came to your mind this year?
Então, só para fechar assim, eu queria pedir para a Jaya, para a Janaya, o que vocês têm a dizer sobre afrofuturismo? O que é, se puder resumir para a gente, o que é desde que a gente começou a falar sobre isso, né? O que são? O que veio na sua mente esse ano?
We can start with Jala.
So, hello, everybody. I was gonna let number two.
So I'm going now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So to me, Afrofuturism just really makes me think about how our ancestors were like the blueprint to even us being now and going into the future.
Okay, speak up a little bit, Jala. Sorry, okay. Speak up a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit congested too. I'm over here having issues. But I said,
no problem.
I said that Afrofuturism, to me, just really reminds me about how our ancestors were the blueprint to our generation now and to the generation in the future.
Okay, so our ancestors were the blueprint to the generation now and into the future. Okay, yep. That's beautiful.
Então, a ideia é o que os nossos ancestrais eram, assim, os planos, todo o design das coisas que a gente precisaria trazer para o futuro. Tudo que a gente traz para o futuro estão lá com os nossos ancestrais.
And Janaya?
E Janaya?
And I don't know if her video is frozen. Janaya, can you hear? Are you still with us?
Janaya, você consegue ouvir?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, we can hear you now.
For me, it was a sense of for me, it was just a sense of working together. Every project that we did, whether that was the one on Chicago Avenue where we did the mural, or whether that was like, just me, Jala, and Kenya were relating to each other. We just kind of like found a lot of things in common that like kind of like in Chicago specifically. So we just kind of talked about, sorry. I'll be gone. Okay. The translator.
Could you guys hear okay?
Yeah, not so much. I can't really catch much.
Okay, one more time, Janaya. I don't want to paraphrase the wrong way. Short and sweet, and one more time.
Okay. It gave us an opportunity to work together in our common interest in our community, and through the artwork in our communities.
Então ele nos deu uma oportunidade de trabalhar juntos nos nossos interesses em comum, né? E nos deu a chance de trabalhar através de arte com nossas comunidades, né? Trabalhar junto.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Natalia. Thank you, Jala. Thank you, Janaya, for putting in the effort and sticking it all the way through. And look forward to a prosperous future.
Muito obrigado mesmo. A Natália, obrigado a Jala, a Janaya. Muito obrigado por botar esse esforço, por, sabe, botar fé e ficar aqui até o final mesmo. A gente tá, assim, estamos muito empolgados para um futuro próspero.
And Iago and Ana as well.
E para o Iago e para a Ana também. Muito obrigado.
Awesome. Thank you. So we have sports up next.
Então, esportes é o próximo.
Yep, perfect. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you, everyone.
Sim, perfeito. Obrigado, Natália. Obrigado a todo mundo.
One sec. Thank you.
Só um segundo.
And so the next is sports, and I got a chance to sit down with
Aurora, and I live in South Africa.
So your project this year, Aurora, was to give us a more of an inside look of sports science, and then let us know a little bit about why it's important for women to be in sports.
Well, so it was my mother who helped me decide what I wanted to do. Well, because I had a lot on my plate that I wanted to do. Law, I wanted to
All right, Julius, can you hear me? Chance.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know if there's sound with this one.
Let's see here.
All right, we might have to skip this one for now.
be a doctor, but with all the math and physics and all that, I didn't like.
There we go.
So then she was like, "Why don't you just do something relating to sports? Because that's what you enjoy. I mean, you played sports and you enjoy exercising, so why don't you do that?" And I was like, "Okay, cool."
And how's it been?
It's been a roller coaster. It's very frustrating at times. There's a lot of practical work. There's a lot of theory. I think getting through the theory is one of the biggest things. It gets a bit boring eventually because you want to do a lot of practical but you need to observe and take in all the information before you can apply like practical base and actually understand what's going on.
You know, if I'm going into sports science, what can I expect?
There's coaching, you can coach teams, you can coach individual athletes, you can become a sports conditioner, which is strengthening the athlete for the sport during season, dealing with them off season, doing testing to make them stronger and design programs. You can even go and become a hotel trainer at the hotel's gym. You can work on the ships or the yachts. Also do the management side of sports, venues, working with athletes, become a sports agent, like scout athletes, open a sports club, you can open your own gym. So you can basically kind of be like an all-rounder, and there's extra like qualifications, like small qualifications that you can work towards, such as taking a strapping course, a sports massage course, and also taking a core stability and mobility and foam rolling course. So there's like small things you can take that can also help you decide what you want to do in the end. So there's a variety to choose from. You can even be a commentator. So there's a lot that you can choose from. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but there's a lot you can do.
Yeah, so at this point, so what do you feel like you're leaning towards?
Well, I'm leaning mostly into sports massage because I just completed my qualification, and the other ones that I just named with the foam rolling and core stability. And I would definitely love to be a sports conditioner, which it's very fascinating for me, applying a different stimulus to the body, how you can get the athlete ready for, I mean, anything. You can push the body to limits. Like it's kind of very interesting.
Okay, let's
So
talk about
sports
that.
conditioning.
What's been the most kind of shocking aspect of being able to push the body?
You can push the body to like any limit, just knowing what kind of nutrients you need to fuel your body with, getting the right amount of rest and not overtraining your body. Otherwise, you become prone to injury. You get injured very easily. Your body doesn't adapt the way it's supposed to for the sports and what you need to do regarding the sports as well.
These sports companies and organizations are paying lots and lots of money for this.
Yes, yes, they are. They are. So you can't really you can prevent injuries. They'll always happen, but there are ways to reduce the risk of an athlete getting the injury. Like a lot of people usually get knee injuries. So strengthening the muscles around that area, doing flexibility, doing mobility for the joints, all of that can help in terms of like reducing the risk. It's not saying that it won't happen, but it reduces that risk of the athlete getting injured. But then again, after the in season, so they tell the athletes to do any like recreational activity that doesn't have anything to do with their sport, because they've been training since off season and preseason, and they've been playing during the in season. So during the post, after, it's very important to do something else in order not to get overuse injuries. So doing swimming if you're, I don't know, a netball player or hockey player, doing swimming, going hiking, trampolining instead of playing hockey, you're a soccer player, doing swimming as well, cycling. So there's a lot of ways to just incorporate things to reduce the risks of that specific injury.
So I know a big part of kind of your drive and your future is to inspire more women to get involved in sports. So what do you feel is like important about women in sports?
Okay, one thing I'll say, a lot of sports are male dominated, like rugby. I'm sure you guys have heard about rugby. and soccer and all that. And I know females want to play those male dominated sports because they're very interesting. They don't want to be in like girly stuff like netball and all that. Although it's not girly now. There's a lot of action netball where males are starting to play sports that are mostly like female sports as well. But I
Wait,
think
netball. What's
most
netball?
netball. So it's on a court similar to a tennis court, but without the net in the middle. And then there's two hoops. It's almost like basketball, but you don't bounce the ball. The ball needs to stay in the air when you're passing. So there's no bouncing allowed. And then when you catch the ball, the first foot that you land on isn't allowed to leave the ground.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
there's only 7 players on the field for each team. I think it's like a modified female version of basketball.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted you. And you said that. So most girls don't want to just sit around and just do, girly sports or whatnot. They want to play all. And so I didn't mean to
Yeah.
stop you. Go ahead and finish your thought.
It's okay. So I think a lot of girls also find the male dominated sports like it's more challenging in a way, if I should say, also for the body when it comes to training. I mean, look at rugby. There's scrumming, there's tackling, there's when they score, they dive on the ground. So I think it's also most females want a mentally challenging task to do. So I'm guessing that doing male dominated sports as well probably challenges the mind as well, and it gives them a more of a physical challenge, if I should say that. Yeah.
Okay, great. And so for women who are, wanting to pursue sports, careers, or play, from your experience, have you seen any additional obstacles just because you're a woman?
Um, yes, I think mostly women are underestimated, like especially when it comes to sport. I mean, biologically, physically, males are stronger than females. And also there's the stigma that's come from back then society where no females need to stay at home and make babies and cook and be barefooted in the kitchen and clean the house and she's not supposed to work. So I think I think because of that thing that we've had since back then, that females need to behave in a certain way in society, that it's a bit challenging when it comes to playing sport because you're underestimated. You're just given this one image of, no, you need to be a wife, stay at home and make babies and cook and clean and what. But keeping in mind, females need to work twice as hard as males when it comes to certain things as well. So,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So, okay, females have to work twice as hard. And so, how do you feel about that then?
Well, right now at the moment, it's not really much of a problem for me because I'm still busy looking for a job in the industry as well. So at the moment, I haven't really had that experience of really being underestimated in the workplace by a male. But I think nowadays females are given more opportunities than they were before. So we've come to adapt and allow females to go into workplace with males, like reffing. I've seen a female referee ref a rugby game. I was surprised. I was like, what? She's reffing a rugby game? That's really cool. And I've also seen females reffing male soccer. I was also surprised. I was like, what? So I think now females have more opportunities given to them to be able to get into male dominated spaces of working and also when it comes to sports. But I think it also starts at a young age, like in schools, how they include children when it comes to playing sports, like doing PE,
what do you think is not just the impact to women, but just the impact to sports in general with having more women involved?
I think maybe it would inspire more women to play sports and want to play sports, instead of like shying away from it and being afraid of it because they feel intimidated, maybe.
So, what would be your pitch?
Be prepared for all the workload and the theory. The practical aspect is fun, and be ready to learn a lot more, not only learning about the body's physical like demands in terms of nutrition and how you can train them, but also kind of tapping into the psychological aspects on how you can help them and learning how to work with different people, but also you need to learn on how to work on yourself first. You don't realize that you can get through, I don't know, like really hectic challenges. You don't realize it until it's over, but yeah, I've realized that I've overcome a lot. But I do have an example, like how I interact with family and my support system, even though they're not really athletes. But I think that's a good example of how being self-aware and doing self-management and all that.
Okay.
My whole support self as an example and be like, okay, you're not making the situation about yourself, but you can say, okay, listen, I've been through this. I know it's tough. Like you understand them.
In an ideal world with no limitations, what would you be doing?
I'd be my own boss with a partner, and I would work for the Germany hockey team, and I would bring what I've learned from their team back to the South African hockey team, like start from foundation, work on basics, and then go from there to give them skills that they're probably not really aware of or haven't learned yet to help them in their sporting career so that they can be scouted by a provincial team. I think you guys will know it as a state team, if I'm not mistaken. And then go into nationals and possibly make it internationally as well. So I would start up and also work from the bottom.
That's pretty much it. She was saying she's going to start from the bottom and work her way to the top. So it was a great interview that gave us a lot of insight about sports science and her passion in women getting into sports.
E é mais ou menos isso. Ela estava dizendo que ia começar de baixo, ia até o topo mesmo. E esse foi assim, uma entrevista ótima, uma entrevista incrível que nos deu muita visão, botou muita luz sobre a ciência esportiva e a paixão dela sobre isso, e também sobre mulheres no esporte, né? Mulheres começando a praticar esportes, entrando no mundo dos esportes.
Awesome. So next we're going to move to culinary. We're going to move to culinary, and I'm going to step away. I want to thank everyone in art, everyone in sports, and that's it for me. Thank you guys all.
Ótimo, incrível. Então agora nós vamos mudar para culinária. Eu vou sair aqui. Eu gostaria de agradecer todo mundo também, deixar o pessoal de culinária entrar. Obrigado, gente. Até mais. Muito obrigado a todo mundo.
I'll set the last part of it up, which is for culinary. We have Christian on, and Christian was able to manage the team along with Beatrice and Mayara and a couple of others. I'm not sure who's with us right now, and they're going to go over a couple of their videos, and Christian will tell you, say a little bit about what the project was, but let them translate first. Have a good night, guys.
Então, eu não tinha dito o último pedaço, o Christian vai participar aqui para essa parte de culinária. O Christian, junto com a Beatriz, foi quem conseguiu juntar esse time, né? E eu não tenho certeza com quem mais vai estar aqui com a gente, mas eles vão se apresentar e vão seguir a respeito deste pedaço. Então, até mais, pessoal. Tchau.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Chef Christian J. Myself and Beatrice led this project. The project that we had in front of everyone for the culinary team was to essentially create a dish that was inspirational to them, grabbing from different elements in their life, and also things that may just inspire them along their journey in culinary and just their passion within culinary. With this, utilizing some type of colors and then telling us different details about the dish and how it came about.
Ok, oi gente, tudo bom? Meu nome eu sou o chef Christian J. Eu e a Beatriz, a gente liderou esse projeto. A gente quis que os jovens adultos eles criassem um prato, um prato que representasse eles por assim diferentes ingredientes ou alguns elementos, tipo cores que fossem representar aspectos da vida deles. Então a gente juntaria a história deles com a paixão deles, que também é a culinária, e a gente ia utilizar diferentes detalhes para fazer com que esse trabalho ele fosse bem executado.
Thank you.
I'll just ask you to give like a bit more short intervals, like between your so I can have time to translate.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. And then just to give you a little bit of reasoning why I chose this project is to essentially have you guys as artists, creatives, to find out what else inspires you, outside of the kitchen, because me as an artist, I allow the world to actually inspire me. So whether that's music, whether that's places I've gone to, or things I've eaten, or people I met.
Então, eu queria falar o porquê que eu escolhi esse projeto. No caso, essencialmente, eu escolhi por conta... Eu vejo vocês como artistas, né? E por conta disso, ver como vocês conseguem influenciar o mundo da mesma forma que eu, como artista, tenho o mundo me influenciando.
All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and start showing the videos. We have a couple of short videos that we have, and we're going to kind of talk you through some of our process with that, and also let you guys know what actually inspired us to create the videos and dishes that we actually did. 1 second.
Então a gente vai em frente, vai mostrar alguns vídeos para vocês, são vídeos curtos, a gente vai explicar um pouquinho de como esse processo ele aconteceu, e vai mostrar o que realmente inspirou a gente nesse processo para os pratos serem criados da maneira com que eles foram.
Galera, e aí, tudo bem? Vamos aprender a fazer um salpicão? Em uma panela de pressão, coloque o peito de frango, o alho e o louro, o sal é a gosto. Tampa com muito cuidado e leva ao fogo. Quando fizer esse barulho é porque pegou pressão e a partir daí você pode marcar 15 minutos. Enquanto isso, a gente vai preparando as outras partes. No caso aí, eu já estava ralando a cenoura. Após passar os 15 minutos, a gente tira o frango do fogo. E com ele ainda quente, eu comecei a desfiar e desossar. Como o meu frango estava bem molinho e ainda estava quente, eu decidi fazer isso na mão mesmo, mas existem várias outras formas de desfiar o frango. Em um refratário, a gente vai pegar esse frango desfiado e acrescentar a azeitona, a cenoura ralada, e aí no caso eu tô colocando também milho e ervilha. Tendo misturado tudo, então agora a gente entra com a maionese e a quantidade é a gosto. Feito isso, a gente vai para a parte dos temperos, então eu tô colocando aí sal, vou colocar também um fio de azeite bem generoso, orégano e páprica defumada. Para finalizar, eu coloquei aí um pouquinho de batata palha, que também é a gosto e opcional, e o que não pode faltar é uma folhinha de coentro, tanto para decoração quanto pelo cheiro e pelo paladar, que é maravilhoso. E aí ficou assim o nosso prato. E aí, galera, o que vocês acharam? Gostou?
So that was a beautiful dish that was put together by Mayada. I don't think she's on here with us, but definitely that is one of the dishes that inspired her, and she shared with us over our group chat.
Então, esse foi o prato compartilhado pela Mayara. A Mayara não está aqui hoje, aparentemente, em ligação com a gente, mas esse prato ela compartilhou com a gente pelo nosso grupo.
Beatrice, you want to walk us through this one while it's going?
Hi, yes, I can do it. So this one, it was a shrimp inside the pumpkin. I cooked the shrimp and made a cream of this. So as before that, I just roast the pumpkin in the oven with almond paper and some salt and oil. And when I finish cooking the shrimp and the pumpkin separately, I add the shrimp inside the pumpkin and add some cheese on top of it and put to golden brown in the oven. And I also made a rice as a side to serve.
Então, eu fiz o camarão na moranga. Eu cozinhei o prato e fiz um creme. Então, como eu disse anteriormente, né? Eu fiz a abóbora, a moranga. Não, moranga. Eu fiz a abóbora, deixei ela no forno e fiz o camarão separadamente. Depois que eles estavam prontos separadamente, eu coloquei o camarão dentro da moranga, adicionei queijo e levei no forno até ficar dourado. Depois eu também fiz um arroz como prato. Oi?
Acompanhamento.
Como acompanhamento, muito obrigada. Comprou acompanhamento e just a second, it looks amazing. And now I'm hungry. Yeah. It's lunchtime here in Brazil. I'm hungry now. Gente, a parte de almoço aqui no Brasil deu fome. Parece muito bom mesmo.
So Bia, question, what actually inspired you to make that dish? Like, how did you come up with that dish? Where did it come from?
This dish is traditional in Brazil, but it's not a seasonal dish. So I got inspired to do that here. Since I live in the U.S., I got inspired to do it in fall. So most of the time I can't find this type of pumpkin only on the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what inspired me. So it's a simple, very simple dish. It's delicious, and we can use different seasoning spices to get it done.
Beautiful. And what kind of cheese was that you used in there?
It was mozzarella cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella?
Yeah.
Nice. It definitely looked like it uh, paired well with the nuttiness of the pumpkin and everything. So
Yeah, and the cream I use it. I use most of my dishes is just basics. Spices is onion, garlic, black pepper, some salt, and after that I added heavy cream to get the cream ready, and that's it. Just cooking a little bit. Just don't be a lot of fluid, so it could be a little thin, and once I add the cream and the pumpkin cooked, um, I was able, when I picked the food, I was able to bring everything together, the pumpkin and the creamy.
beautiful.
Ok, então, Bia, eu não sei se eu vou conseguir falar toda a receita.
Tranquilo, posso traduzir.
Ok, please do.
O Christian me perguntou qual era o tipo de queijo que eu usei e o que me inspirou para fazer esse prato. Usei o queijo mussarela em cima, só para gratinar. E o que me inspirou é que esse é um prato bem simples de fazer, não é complicado e é gostoso, delicioso. E uma vez que eu estou morando nos Estados Unidos, eu só encontro esse tipo de abóbora no outono, que é a fase que a gente está agora. Então, o que eu fiz foi basicamente... E a minha base de tempero é sal, alho, pimenta e... Sal, alho, pimenta e cebola. Então, eu refoguei o camarão e adicionei esses temperos. Eu também coloquei heavy cream, que é um tipo de... O heavy cream, ele é a base para fazer chantilly no Brasil. Só que no Brasil a gente usa creme de leite. O que a gente chama aqui de crema. We can also use crema or have cream to get that cream done. So I just forgot to mention that. Então, heavy cream é o líquido, é o produto que se usa para fazer o chantilly no Brasil, mas ele serve também como creme de leite. E a parte boa é que é simples de fazer. Uma vez que eu adiciono creme dentro da abóbora e eu vou pegar para servir, eu consigo trazer os dois juntos, a abóbora e o creme de camarão.
Obrigada. Thank you very much. It was a whole recipe, so it was a bit like there were too many details, maybe. Foi uma receita quase que toda, então para mim teve muitos detalhes, é muito melhor ter a Bia mesmo, que fez mesmo todo o processo, que fez a receita, para explicar pra gente. Thank you very much, Bia. Obrigada.
You're welcome.
All right. I was inspired last year to put together. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me out, but yeah. So I was inspired to create a dish of unity because we were in very time as a world where people were being challenged upon their, religion, ethnicity, just state of being in general. And this dish is just simply to represent the one common goal and the one common race, and that is the human race. And the goal is to be kind to each other. And so what I did here was sorry, go ahead. I don't know if you want to go ahead and translate that, Vanessa.
Oh, I'll ask Ricardo to do this, but I'll because there's a lot of noise in here.
Okay.
I'll just ask you to repeat it please, because as the song and you were talking, I couldn't really.
That's totally fine. I'll do that again.
Yeah,
So this dish was inspired last year, based off of unity. Our world was being challenged with their ethnicities, with religion, and just overall state of being. So I created this dish, rainbow scallops, to represent the common goal and common race, which is humans being good to one another.
Então, esse prato ele foi inspirado pelo ano passado, baseado em união. Nosso mundo estava passando por vários desafios a respeito de etnia, com religião e até com um estado geral mesmo, um sentimento geral mesmo. Então, eu criei esse prato para representar um objetivo em comum, né? Que assim, a raça em comum, que são os seres humanos, e a ideia de se sentir bem um com o outro.
Awesome. So there's a lot of different seasons. Each one of the scallops represent and hold different flavors. And I used natural food coloring to change the colors of the scallops.
E tem muitos temperos diferentes, né? Especialmente eu usei vieiras, né, para dar vários gostos diferentes, tudo. Eu usei corante alimentício, realmente, para mudar a cor dessas vieiras.
So for the purple, I utilize a red cabbage, and the seasoning that's accompanying that is cumin, a little tarragon, and salt and pepper.
Então, para o roxo, eu usei um pouco de repolho vermelho, repolho roxo, e também para o tempero, que está acompanhando cominho, tem um pouco de sal, um pouco de sal tradino.
The red one is essentially created by utilizing red beets and a spice from Africa that's commonly used in African barbecues, berbere.
Okay. Pro vermelho é basicamente carne vermelha mesmo e um temperinho vindo da África, que é feito que a gente usa para esse gosto para carne, especialmente para churrascos africanos mesmo.
And the orange is created by utilizing curry and golden beef.
E o laranja é criado usando curry, especialmente, e golden beef.
Beets.
Thank you. Sorry. Sim. E beterrabas, né? E beterrabas também.
All right. And then our green back there is created utilizing spinach, cilantro.
Okay.
Some cilantro, thyme, salt and pepper.
O verde, ele é feito... Você encontra aqui? O verde foi feito usando... No, I couldn't get that on this. Can you please?
Espinafre e cilantro.
Coentro.
Quem foi que salvou?
Thank you guys. For I know it's a lot to go over, especially utilizing different ingredients for each different scallop. But I appreciate you.
Obrigado mesmo, pessoal, por tudo isso. Eu sei que tem vários ingredientes ali para cada vieira, tudo, e sei que realmente é complicado bastante coisa, mas muito obrigado mesmo.
great. So I think that's all for us. We're gonna go ahead and pass it over to Keishan. Juan.
Ok, então acho que isso é tudo de nós, né? Nós vamos passar agora para o Kejuan.
Thank you, Keishan and Christian. Appreciate you.
All right, y'all. If I'm not mistaken, we now have a presentation coming to you from our entertainment department, right?
Então vamos lá, gente. Se eu não estou enganada, agora a gente vai ter uma apresentação vindo da nosso departamento de entretenimento.
Howdy guys. Some people know me as Captain Uday, other people know me as Keishan. Both of them came here to say hello. Without further ado, I want to keep it short and sweet. I want to keep it short and sweet. I have a presentation. I did a little bit editing, thanks to Zoe. I like to call you.
No, yeah, that's
okay. Okay, so thanks to her, I think we had a nice interview. She definitely had some pretty nice vid pics, some really cool videos. So I don't want to say too much. I just want you guys to watch. Hopefully you guys can pick up what we're putting down. I think we put a lot of gems in that video. So
I'm sorry, I cannot hear that. I cannot hear you. Do you mind speaking a bit louder?
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, much better.
So okay, so hi guys, Captain Uday, Keishan here. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because I want the video to speak for itself. Me and Zoe were able to get some editing done. Real nice interview, very insightful. I think we got a few gems that you guys can take home. And yeah, thank you guys for coming. Pleasure being here.
Então vamos lá, meu nome é Keishan, eu vou deixar bem curtinho para que o vídeo ele fale por si só. Eu queria agradecer todo mundo que tá aqui, tá fazendo parte hoje, que tá prestando atenção, que tá assistindo a gente. A gente tem umas pessoas maravilhosas aqui no meio. E muito obrigada por terem vindo, é um prazer.
My name is Zylet, she, her. And my unpopular opinion about fashion trends is that Crocs are overrated. I'm not qualified to say that as I've never worn them, but you know, just looking at them. Hi, my name is Zylet, she, her. And my unpopular opinion about fashion trends is that Crocs are overrated. I'm not qualified to say that as I've never worn them, but you know, just looking at them, we could do differently.
So what does fashion mean to you with that being said?
Fashion for me is something that I think I'm just now starting to experience personally on my own, because I grew up in a Catholic school all the way until high school. So I didn't really get to experiment with my closet. My wardrobe was pretty plain and mismatched, didn't make any sense. But I always loved to see like high fashion, like runways, and I love to watch movies based on fashion. Yeah, so fashion means expression, but it's also kind of an aesthetic escape for me.
So what style do you like to wear the most? Do you have a go-to store brand?
Stylistically, I know everyone now is obsessed with aesthetics, so being the preppy girl, being the, I don't know, the coconut clean girl, being the dark academia. I like to experiment with all of those, but I think my favorite style, honestly, is just, I look a casual book girl, you know, like I've definitely got 3 novels in my bag and like, not a Starbucks coffee, but just a nice little, you know, local cup of Joe. And I don't have a go-to brand because girls got no money right now, but I do like to make sure that I source eco-friendly online. So I use ThreadUp. I try to make sure that I support local businesses. So I do thrifting. Yeah, that's usually what I like to source my clothing from.
Okay. So how do you know when you found your unique style?
For me, I feel I'm in the process of even discovering what my style is, and how I know is because I'm not double checking in the mirror every 5 seconds about how I feel about how I look, or if people are questioning like why I chose to wear this thing. I'm becoming more confident, even if it is something bizarre. If I like it, then that's the end of it, you know? Once that feeling starts to become more consistent with what you're wearing, and you really understand how you yourself feel, and you feel your kind of like persona come out, and you're more just freely expressing yourself through your clothes, I feel like it's more of a feeling than it is just a look. Because you can change the look, you know? I have multiple styles that I try on for different events, different occasions, but the feeling is all the same. I just feel more pronounced in my personality, and I feel more confident, and I'm just like, wow, okay, dressing like this is me, you know?
Who are your influences growing up and currently?
So my influences growing up, as I said before, being a Catholic school girl, no one around me was dressing up, not a one. We were all stuck in the same little drab uniform. So most of my influences didn't come from my personal life, but rather a lot of media. So music videos growing up, Janet Jackson, looking at honestly, for me, Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada. Oh my God, it just gives. So just feeling that spark when I was younger, I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't find a way to dress like this, we gotta figure this out. And then currently, not to sound cliche, but I'm sorry, the K-pop girlies know how to dress. Their coordination staff who dresses them up for costume design, it's taking a lot of Western influences, but it's compacting it and making it a spectacle. And I just really love taking from the colors and like the silhouettes that they do. So right now, yeah, like Twice, honestly, one of my favorite groups to get influence and like inspiration from.
Okay. So last but definitely not least, what other fashion trends in the world inform you on how to dress?
So like I already mentioned before, you know, I got a bit of South Korean influence in there, but also I'm starting to branch out to other countries. So obviously France is kind of an empire for fashion, you know, Coco Chanel and just a whole bunch of innovators who are in the field. Personally for me, I've been trying to connect to more subtle roots. So in Africa, my mom's husband is from the Ivory Coast, and actually I've been looking more into West African culture and trying to get more into wearing tribal accessories. So yeah, it's been an experience of trying to explore, and I think we should really get rid of the idea of like cultural appropriation applying to everything, because it's one thing to disrespect a culture and another to get permission to be like, can I experience this with you and not mock it and understand why you're wearing it. So I've just been trying to go out there, like Africa, Europe, Asia, anywhere I can, and I'm trying to respectfully, you know, just learn from them and why they wear the things they wear.
Anything you want to say to the audience before you head out?
If you yourself are struggling with how you see yourself with your fashion, it takes time, but also it takes just taking that first step. If you want to try something new, this is your sign, try it. If you're already into the fashion scene, I commend you, because it is a tough world out here. And yeah, I just want everyone to know that a style doesn't have to look a certain way, it has to feel a certain way. And that way is for you to feel like your best self. That's the only rule.
Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know out there, ski masks, the push ices, whatever you want to call them, it's not hidden anymore. I hate to be that guy, but I'll be first in line to tell you, if you're going to wear a push icy, at least, you know, fit the bill. And what I mean by that is, like, go skiing sometimes, like go mountain climbing, like go do some activities with the ski mask, like what it's originally intended for. But Yeah, it's a pleasure having me here.
Agreed, because that was the statement that needed to be said, honestly. And with that said, what does fashion mean to you?
Oh man, what fashion means to me is it's just another expressway for expression. So I have a tendency of wearing some pretty outlandish things, but I also try to keep sure that it's a reflection of my personality and the life that I live and the stories that I don't speak on verbally. So whether it's me wearing all black or whether it's me looking like your local detective, I like to create a story and to give a personality and inspire others to bring out theirs.
What style do you like to wear the most? Do you have a go-to store or brand?
The style that I like to wear the most is I know I don't look it right now, but I tend to wear a lot of black down to the socks. So and that comes in many different forms, whether it's grunge, goth, formal, casual, you name it. As long as it's all black, I'm doing it. I like to wear Supreme personally. Supreme, it's a very New Yorker kind of brand. Maybe people in New York disagree, but I'm from Chicago, so so they have a tendency of being very animated and stretching over a broad spectrum of industries. So there's a lot of collabs, whether there's regular day-to-day products like a toothpick, breath mints, a random guitar set, a ping pong table, a trench coat such as my own, you name it, Supreme definitely embodies that. And I feel like Supreme goes back to my original thing that it should be able to explain your personality and the story that's being told, and Supreme definitely does that with a lot of products. And I feel like by me being that imaginative and picturing myself in different spaces and as different inanimate and inanimate objects, it helps me recognize that there's a lot more I could be doing outside of just art, even though we are talking about fashion.
How do you know when you found your unique style?
I know when no one compliments me. Why? And that's such a strange thing to say, but I feel like the less people compliment me, the more I'm showing them something they haven't seen before, and that's something that they're not comfortable with. I feel like when I get complimented too much, I feel that they've seen a plethora of people wear the same style, but I'm the best, and I don't like to be compared to others, and I don't feel like people should be compared to others for others' likings. I feel like I should be making you uncomfortable enough to think about, man, are the styles that I'm accustomed to really actual good styles?
Who were your influences growing up and currently?
Growing up and currently, still is Kanye West, taking a liking to Dapper Dan. Gianni Versace was definitely man with the plan, RPSO. I know a lot of people don't say it. I guess they want to be modest, but I'm not. I am one of my influences. Me understanding that if I didn't express myself in these ways, no one would, and I would always be wearing the same similar styles that I see on our social medias or on our neighborhoods. So I think that pushing myself, even if I was uncomfortable or felt embarrassed to wear certain things, was definitely a huge stepping stone in me being comfortable with wearing whatever. So.
What other fashion trends in the world inform how you dress?
Right now, Rick Owens and Balenciaga. Rick Owens, I have a few Rick Owens in my closet, nothing major, but I like to take his stuff to a more extreme level. I feel like he caters to the designers that are in France, Italy, and who are more accustomed to wearing things like that. I want to incorporate a grunge utility type of brand, more like a Carhartt mixed in with Rick Owens. Something that's very versatile, something that's very underground, but something that's very fashionable and luxurious if you use it correctly.
Is there anything else you'd like to add and tell the audience?
And follow your dreams. That sounds so cliche, but you'll know that it's not cliche when you're being forced to pick up extra shifts because you have to, or you have to say yes to things that you wouldn't usually do because you didn't save enough time for yourself. Or maybe you just feel like you're not doing enough to make yourself happy. Whatever it may be for you, the answer that I'm going to tell you is to follow your dreams. In order to follow your dreams, you have to put your passion first, and that's an obvious one. So when you wake up every day, believe in yourself. Words of affirmation, they're definitely beneficial, definitely detrimental. When you look good, smell good, you feel good. So when you have all three of those, definitely go outside and do good. Peace.
Yo, I definitely want to give a shout out to Keyshawn and Zai on that one. Y'all did your absolutely. I might have to switch up my flavor every now and then. You feel me? We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens though. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Dope video.
Então vamos lá, quero dar um grito então pro Kishuan e pra Zai por esse vídeo aí. Vou ficar com essas dicas, vou tentar implementar um pouquinho sobre eu mesma no meu visual. Vamos ver o que acontece, vamos ver o que rola. Então é isso aí, parabéns e um grito aí pra vocês.
Hey, Chala, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Did I see Queen Prophecy earlier?
Most definitely did.
Cool. I thought I was bugging. Okay, cool.
Tá, então, Thiago, deixa eu te fazer uma pergunta. Não, pode fazer. A impressão minha, eu vi a Queen ali. Ah, não. Realmente, eu acho que definitivamente você viu, sim. Ah, tá, não. Achei que eu tava esquisito só. Bugou pra mim.
Okay, cool. Hey, Queen, I'm gonna get to you, but in a second, I would definitely be remiss if I didn't let Zai or Keyshawn just give any final thoughts that you may have on your project.
Então, Queen, já vou para você, mas antes disso, Zai, Kishuan, tem alguma coisa assim que vocês queiram falar a respeito do projeto de vocês?
The final thoughts that I have on my project would be to ask me for some pointers. I'll go thrifting with you. Like, we can go shopping, bro. Like, I can give you some pointers. Like, we can go thrifting, we can go clothes shopping. Like, I can dress some of you guys. Not saying you guys can't dress, but if you guys want somebody who's gonna tell you, yes, that looks good on you, no, why did you put that on? I can be that guy. But other than that, I definitely think everybody should, and I said it in the video, you should follow your dreams. You should definitely put your passion first. Sorry, I'm over here looking at the speaker because I know the speaker you guys gave me. I definitely would like for you guys to follow your dreams. Because if you don't, it gets really hard to communicate with you. And that's not me saying like,
Então, I'm sorry?
No, I was waiting for you. They told me to pause because they wanted you to translate. Do you want me to say it again?
No, I kind of got it. But the microphone is not that good, I gotta tell you.
How about now? How about now?
Oh, much better. Então, vamos lá. Olha, eu posso falar umas coisas assim, mas moda para mim é uma coisa muito pessoal, para falar a verdade. Se vocês quiserem um pouco de dicas, assim, eu posso mandar uns negócios para vocês vestirem, não tem problema nenhum, tá? Eu sou sua cara, não tem nada. Mas, assim, definitivamente, eu acho que todo mundo devia seguir os próprios sonhos, sabe? E eu sei que isso é clichê e tal, mas as pessoas têm que demonstrar pelos que elas são apaixonadas. Fica mais fácil de se comunicar com você quando isso acontece.
And yeah.
Yeah, so for my final thoughts, thank you. I really want to commend Kishwan for pulling through because this project, there was a lot of effort that we had to put in because not everyone could commit the same amount of energy. Everyone had different schedules. So I really want to thank Kishwan for being the rock in this project. Also for editing, because you did all of that. So yeah, I'm just really proud of us and what we've done with this together. I'm really happy to be on the team.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Então, a respeito dos meus pensamentos finais, das minhas anotaçõezinhas, né? Eu queria muito agradecer o Kishuan por ter ficado durante todo esse projeto, por ter colocado todo esse empenho. porque foi um projeto que demandou bastante da gente. E muitas pessoas envolvidas, mas nem todas conseguiram colocar a mesma quantidade de... Nem todas conseguiram colocar o mesmo empenho, nem todas conseguiram colocar o mesmo esforço, e as nossas agendas eram bem diferentes, né? Então eu quero agradecer ao Kishman por ter sido, assim, a parte mais sólida desse projeto. E agradecer, né? Estou bem orgulhosa da gente, estou bem orgulhosa do projeto pelos resultados que a gente teve.
Well, I definitely appreciate the both of you for your commitment. And it's facts. I mean, fashion is definitely subjective, but sometimes everybody can't pull off everything. I don't know too many people that can perform and pull off wearing a crown and a cape at the same time. But you know, I know one specific person who can do it. So I'm gonna definitely. I think it's about time that we move on to the music portion. You know, we go ahead and see what the music team is talking about.
Então, não, eu definitivamente aprecio muito vocês, agradeço muito a ideia e todo o esforço de vocês, né? Então, mas assim, agora eu queria só chamar a atenção porque é o seguinte, não tem muitas pessoas que eu conheço que consigam lidar com o público e usar uma capa ao mesmo tempo, né? Então, queria já passar, acho que já está na hora da gente passar para a parte musical do nosso show de hoje.
Oh, I know y'all want an introduction, I suppose. Hi, everyone. I am Queen Prophecy. I'm your rapping therapist here with Your Passion First. And last year, Chris asked me to write a song. So I wrote a song called Your Passion First. And this year, the team came together. I mean, I had an amazing team. And we came together and created a video for Your Passion First. You guys are getting ready to watch.
Então, bom, isso foi uma ótima introdução, né? Eu acho uma boa apresentação. Oi, gente, eu sou a Queen Prophecy e eu sou... Oh, God. Eu sou uma terapeuta que trabalho com a Your Passion First e sou uma rapper. No ano passado, o Chris ele me pediu para trazer uma música, para escrever uma música e assim, esse ano eu trouxe, tive ótimos colegas, tive pessoas incríveis trabalhando comigo. Então, eu fiz uma música que chama Your Passion First.
And real quick, because putting this project together, it just couldn't have happened without the team. So giving respect to Miss New Moon, Dindara, Mohammed, Ruben, India, Demonte, for jumping on calls and showing up when we needed to show up. I just appreciate sending in videos. I mean, we had to come up with footage. Dundara working hard with Brazil to make sure we had some footage. We had Ruben working with Trisha, video, and you guys are going to see that in here. So I'm just excited. I know I just said a lot, Vanessa. I'll be trying to slow down. I forget you don't have my brain. But yeah, and I guess we'll go ahead and watch the video. This time, Burrito. Did I say Muhammad? Muhammad show up in everything. So you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I give him his due respect because he show up when nobody is there. Muhammad gonna be there.
Bom, então, vamos lá. Oh, God, ok. No caso, eu trabalhei, então, esse ano com a Your Passion First. A gente teve uma ótima equipe. A gente teve a senhorita New Moon, a gente teve a Erika Dandara, que trabalhou bastante com a parte do Brasil, para que a gente tivesse parte de filmagem do Brasil. Então, foi muito importante. Vocês vão ver isso aqui. Eu estou muito animada para mostrar tudo isso. A gente teve ótimas pessoas, a gente teve inclusive o Mohamed. Mohamed aparece mesmo quando não tem ninguém, você pode contar que ele vai estar lá. Então, desculpa, eu sei que falei bastante coisa, mas eu quero dar o respeito que todo mundo merece pela dedicação e pelo trabalho duro.
Shout out to you, Vanessa. You did your thing. And also shout out to Shilpa, who had to go through a lot of footage to get this done.
Então,
we only need each other just to get this right. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We only need each other just to get this right. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We only need each other just to get this right. Put it first. How many young people died this year? How many people out living in fear? Economics got you coming up short. How many people ain't got no support? See the world reacting, I don't see no passion, just a useless action. We cannot get past it. Regulated habits, governmental status, country filled with madness. So pack reaction, screaming loud inside, wanna make it right. Feel like now's the time. We cannot be quiet. Change a generation, we gon' change the nation. That's our motivation and my declaration. We can't be focused on obstacles. All we focused on is winning goals. Using passion, knocking down doors. Get these kids something to live for. All we know is we don't wanna hurt. Gotta pay bills, so we gotta work. We out here putting our passion first, redefining what we really worth. And we gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Better together forever. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Put it first. Feel that energy, it's motivating me. Love and harmony, yeah, it strengthens me. Look around, cause it's all about ya. I'm inspired, don't let nothing stop ya. Love is inspiration for the passion. Put it first, get a chain reaction. Like I'm there, it's electric energy flowing through us to be charged mentally. Pulling wealth like it's karmic energy. Pay it forward, we got new communities. Hands up, organizations from grassroots to a changing nation. Taking hope, we gon' give it some rope. Pull it up to encourage some more. Using passion, knocking down doors. Get these kids something to live for. All we know is we don't wanna hurt. Gotta pay bills, so we gotta work. We out here putting our passion first, redefining what we really worth. And we gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Better together forever. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Passion first, put it first. Passion first, put it first. We gon' be needing each other just to get this right. Put it first. I love all of you, as Chris would normally say. In order to achieve your dream, you gotta follow your passion first, y'all. We love you, and thank you for having me here today.
Yo, was that the world premiere? Did we just get exclusive access to the world premiere? Okay.
But you
Okay.
did.
Shout out to the
But you
music team,
did.
for real. New Moon, what's up? Shouts out to you. Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to everybody on the music team for putting that together here in Chicago, Brazil, South Africa. Yo, it's bigger than just one location, y'all. It's a whole village. Whether the village is in the state, overseas, wherever, it's all a collective. Shout out to everybody, for sure.
Tá, então vamos lá. Olha, queria dar um grito, um agradecimento grande aqui para todo mundo que está aqui, que conseguiu estar aqui hoje. Isso não é só um lugar, tá, gente? Isso não é só um único único local, tá bom? Isso aqui é como se fosse uma vila. assim, tem aqui nos Estados Unidos, tem lá na África do Sul, tem no Brasil. É um negócio assim que é mundial mesmo, tá? Então, você que manda.
Love it. I love it. I love y'all. I want to give some special thank yous. I know we're about 2 minutes over, but none of this happens without these thank yous. So.
Então, eu sei que já passou 2 minutinhos do horário, mas ainda vou fazer os agradecimentos.
So, my mom and dad.
Minha mãe, meu pai.
I want to say thank you to my mom and dad, both of my step parents, my family, for just believing in me, so that I can believe in these kids.
Então, tenho que agradecer a todo mundo porque eles acreditaram em mim para que eu conseguisse acreditar nessas crianças.
Thank you to Catherine, Sarah, Carly, Daniel, Roberta, Julius, Queen, Terry, Kim, and Nellie. That's a lot. Don't worry, Vanessa. We thanked them earlier too. Just want to say thank you again. And there's some organizations. Don't worry. There's some organizations I want to say thank you to as well. Amazing partners for us.
Então, eu também quero fazer alguns agradecimentos. Não precisa se preocupar com os nomes agora, eles já foram agradecidos antes.
So thank you again to Jen over here at Gone Again Travels and Crystal Dyer. We really appreciate them dearly. All right. I'm going to go fast, Vanessa, just so we can get done. I'm going to go through all these. You don't have to translate. Thank you to Advanced Resources and Advanced Group. Kim Marzano, appreciate you. Pastor Mac, what about us charitable enterprises? Thank you. Safe and Peaceful Funds. Thank you. Thank you for your generous donation this year. Chicago Cred, we appreciate you. Project Exploration. Nisi, love you, girl. Antidote Courtney, what up? Hey, the City, Missy Bear, we love y'all. Community Leadership Fellows, Alex, Sergeant Harris, Lieutenant Harris. We appreciate you. Westside Chamber of Commerce, Tina Augustus, thank you. Mr. Derek Faulkner, we appreciate you. And last but not least, CP, Lieutenant Harris, Martinez, and Sergeant Brown, we appreciate you. I love all y'all. We love community. We're going to be here doing this work for the next lifetime. And so we're much, much in admiration of your continued support. Always say, see your dreams. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
O Chris, ele continua
dizendo. Whatever you want of that.
Yeah, I'll try. Depois dos agradecimentos, o Chris ele continua dizendo que vai continuar fazendo esse mesmo trabalho por toda a vida. E é isso que eu tô tentando.
Thank you. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love.